to never take a win for granted. And we never do that here. Even, when we have great teams here and get on a roll and beat them by 20 points, I try to always say, hey, you never take one for granted. And Queens played hard, as most college teams will. If you let up a little bit, they're going to come after you and keep coming. And very few teams are going to quit. They're going to keep attacking, which they did. And so I was happy that we handled a couple of the runs that they thrown at us, but we're getting tougher, and we still need to improve on our toughness. But for the most part, it's great to have the win.
Coach, it was a bit of a slow start just for the first 5 minutes. Then your team put together a big run to take a lead. Where did you just see a spark come from?
Well, I was disappointed in our starters. We've had some slow starts, and we talked about at halftime that we may have to make some adjustments on that. For whatever reason, that unit that we have is not very good starting. It might be defensively and it might be offensively. Of course, we didn't score many points there, but I think it was after the media timeout that we came back, and I talked to him. Gave him a few pointers at the timeout. Just talked to him about, hey, you've got to be a stronger starting team. You got to be tough. You got to be aggressive. You have to take every team serious. I talked about where you can't make excuses. Were you in the gym too long day? They had the volleyball, they had men's basketball. Most of our players were here, and but I said there's no excuse. You got to just, whatever you're doing there, you got to be ready to play and be focused offensively and defensively. And they did create a little spark after that. So the players just stepped up and had a little fire lit under them, and I think we did a little better defensively, and then increased the offensive production we had.
And you had some 3-pointers that came in that run. Rocky had a couple there. Just how did you see kind of the 3-point shot give you guys a boost?
Well, it was good. Rocky, I think she was 3 for 3, and she's a good shooter. She's one of those players that we're really working on and trying to get her to defend and work harder on defense. And the more she does that, the more she's going to be able to help us out on offense because she's going to be in the game. But right now she's taken some good steps in the last couple of games of improving that, getting in there and being able to play some defense and get some shots on offense. But the 3-pointer is important, and it's only one more point than the 2, as everyone knows, but it just seems to be a dagger to other teams and also to our team. When somebody hits a 3, and they may hit 3 or 4 threes, maybe 5 threes a game, which is 5 points. But those 3-pointers just seem like they're daggers to you because of the extra point and the emphasis. People, when they make a 3-pointer, the crowd goes crazy. Everybody does the 3 thing and all that. So it's a big part of the game, but I think sometimes we make it too big, and both teams do that. And so we take it and try to use it to our advantage when we do hit them.
Emery Satoris in the second half was able to get into double figures, get involved, scoring, rebounding, all that. How did you see her just kind of turn it around after halftime?
Well, she got in a little foul trouble, and so that's hard. She had to sit there a while. And she's another one that she's the freshman of the year, returning for her sophomore year of the conference, but last year was a little different because we didn't have quite as much depth and we had some injuries, and so she got to play a lot of minutes. But now she's one also that we're really trying to emphasize playing a little bit more defense and better defense, and finding a matchup. Is she better guarding an inside player, an outside player? But she's improving on that, and she's working hard on that. But she got in foul trouble possibly because of that. But then, she's a great competitor, and she's tough. She's one of those players that we talk about all the time as we want players that are hard not to play. And she's one that's hard not to play just because she consistently goes to the board and she wants to score. She has no fear, and she'll post up and take it inside. So she's very, very aggressive, as we all know. And so it's a great opportunity for us to find ways to get her the ball and let her go to work.
Good. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.